What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for the Spider S&P 500 ETF Trust with the ticker symbol SPY. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So if you guys like my weekly SPY technical analysis videos, I do have a daily SPY market recap on my top-notch chartist membership. And speaking about the membership, you can get 1 month free trial if you purchase my course that is currently on sale only until tomorrow. So link in the video description below if you are interested in that. So let's take a look at the daily chart for the SPY. So let me go and put on some drawings on here to illustrate what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go and put on this channel first. So we have this channel working higher. Then we have these horizontal lines running across the price chart. I'll go and put that on here. We have a couple of targets that price is trying to reach, so I'll put that on here too. And I'm going to go ahead and explain this shortly after. So we have another target right here. And then we just broke out of this ranging pattern. So let's put this range on here too. And then just a little smaller one. Okay, so here's the drawings for the charts to just illustrate the price action. So basically, price has been making higher highs, higher lows since October of last year. So you can see this low point, then there was a higher low in November, higher low in December, higher low in March, and you can clearly see the pattern is kind of repeating, higher lows and higher highs and higher lows. So there's a bullish imbalance on the chart. The price is rising across time, so there's a more aggressive buyers in the market than sellers. And since we had one impulse up, this very large one from October to about December last year, we can go ahead and move it over across to the previous low, and that's when the price is trying to make the second leg up. So the price is trying to reach this 436 level since December of last year. It takes a long time because you could clearly see the uptrend is weak, but nonetheless it's still an uptrend, so it's still trying to reach these targets. And why do I have this smaller measure move here from this impulse right here? Is because the price is only going to try a couple of times to reach this 436, 437 target. It's not going to try forever. So this is the second attempt at reaching this larger term target at the 436. So price could just stop at the 424 and reverse, but it really wants to reach this 436 level. So we'll see if we can get that. So this uptrend, this yellow channel just illustrates the upward bias. And then price basically went inside of this ranging pattern. That's what this orange drawing is for, from about April until just about mid-May. We're inside this sideways trading. Market is a fractal, so there was a smaller range, which is green, inside of the orange range. So prices broke outside of the orange range, and it broke outside of this 416 level, which has been a prior resistance. So the expectation was that prices were going to make a leg down, which it did. It broke outside, failed, came back lower. And then when it went back up to retest the 416 level, there was a good chance of getting another leg down, like the similar size of this drop right over here. So that would have taken price right back down to the lows of this orange range at the 404, 405 level. So that did not occur, and the reason being is because the measure move targets are still in play and the bullish imbalance, because we're still making higher highs, higher lows. So there's a upward bias to this chart, and the measure move targets aren't met. So there's more reasons for the price to continue higher than lower as of right now. So this was kind of a gray area. It could have made that second leg down, but I think there was a slightly higher probability that, with everything else going on the chart, if you see the bigger picture, that, prices probably wants to continue higher. So this was a failed breakout. It was a failed failure for the short. So the shorts tried to reverse prices back below this 416 level and hold. So technically it is a successful breakout because the bulls broke out, sellers failed to bring it back lower, and now price is breaking out again. So there's a good chance this is probably going to continue higher to the 425 level. That's the first target. And if we continue higher, it might reach the 436 level. I'm not sure if it's going to reach the 436 level next week, but we could see at least a new high of this uptrend. So it might surpass this previous high at the 421 level to reach probably the 425 level next week. So right now it's looking pretty bullish. You can clearly see the price is rising across the chart over time, and we just had a breakout that's successful because the bulls immediately reversed prices once sellers brought it back down. So this is looking kind of bullish. So I'm expecting higher prices for the SPY. Let's just say we drop down again. I mean, that's probably unlikely. We probably go up first and then drop down lower. And if the sellers fail to get below this 416 level and stay below it, then that will probably lead to that bigger move up to the 436 level. So that's all I have for the SPY this week. Looks bullish, since last week. And I think next week will probably be the same, more bullish price action. So here's the weekly chart. And I'm going to put my drawings on the chart once again. So we have this uptrend channel right here. Let's go make it orange. We have this downtrend channel right over here. So make that orange. We have another downtrend channel right over here. Make that yellow. We have this measure move right here. Move that down. And then we have obviously the measure move target that I showed on the daily chart right over here. And I'll put a horizontal line right about here. So I'm gonna go and explain the price action again. So again, we had this uptrend since 2020 March up until January of 2022, where it made a high at the 480. So that was a nice strong spike in channel. Prices spiked up, went inside of a flatter channel up until the 480 level, found resistance, and then sold off in a very small little trend. Prices broke outside of the trend, made one large impulse down, which is this large arrow right here. It pulled back, and prices were in the formation of making the second leg down to the 430 level. So the thing is, you could look at it as two ways. You could look at it is that the sellers failed to reach this target, and that's why we are reversing. Or you could look at it as there's this wider downtrend in play, and we could still get another drop down lower. So that's how I'm looking at it right now. I'm not looking at this as a bottom back here in October 2022. I think we could still probably get another drop down lower. But again, if this level right over here, if we don't find any aggressive selling right over here, then we probably made a bottom, and we're probably going to be reaching the all-time highs because of this orange downtrend channel right over here in the past. From January of 2022 up until March of 2022, there was this little drop. Price made a huge drop after it broke outside the channel, and prices pulled back. This was the formation of the second drop. Sellers failed to meet it. It tried once right here, and two smaller attempts to reach it failed, and that's what's signifying to the bulls that the sellers are weak, and that's what's allowing the price to reverse. However, if you just draw the swings a little bit shallower, you can see that there is this wider downtrend channel that was previously in play, and I still think it fits. So we saw one drop lower to retest this prior low, and we should be expecting another drop lower retesting this prior low. So after this uptrend is played out, which is right around the, I would say the high 420s, low 430s, if we don't see any aggressive selling occur from here, there's a good chance that we saw the low and the bull market is probably starting. Because of this orange uptrend channel, when price breaks a channel, it wants to retest the prior extreme inside that channel. So the prior extreme inside this downtrend channel is the 348 level, which is right over here. So the seller is going to try once to get there. The second time still has not been made. So we could get that second attempt at these higher price levels. But for the bulls, you can see there was the first attempt at making that high. Prices sold off, and this was the second attempt at making that high, and prices sold off. So it failed to make that high. So after this downtrend is complete, price will probably reverse and go back up to retest this prior high right here at the 480 level. So basically, the way the market works is after things are played out, then you can resume the uptrend. So after this downtrend is played out, it will probably resume the uptrend, just like how this little uptrend is. When this little uptrend plays out, it'll probably resume the downtrend, and then when the downtrend is played out, it'll probably resume the major uptrend. So that's how I'm looking at the market. We'll see if that occurs. We just have to just go with what the price is telling us. If it continues making higher highs, higher lows, then there's a good chance we probably saw the bottom, and we shouldn't be shooting for lower price targets. We should be looking for higher price targets, such as the all-time highs or even higher. But right now, I still think, there's still a possibility to get another drop down lower, a decent size one, at these little higher price levels. So I'm looking for that 430, 432, 430 to be a strong resistance for prices to sell off. If that doesn't occur, then again, nothing is guaranteed in the market. We don't know if it's going to find resistance there or not. It is expected, because that's where this drop stemmed from. But again, if it doesn't occur, then we should be looking at a potential bottom. So that's all I have for the SPY this week, Sunday. I'll give you guys an update next week, Sunday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.